street and you hear somebody scream, like yelling, like they just yell. What instantly do? You're like this. You instantly move, right? That's fight or flight response. You're instantly reacting. That's your survival part of your brain. You don't even know what was said. You just heard the sound. The tone sounded bad, like something bad was happening, okay? Now, instantly, your body does this because your brain is reacting, survival part of your brain. And then very quickly, the words start going up to, scientists have different names for this. Let's call it the midbrain area. The words of that person who screamed go into your midbrain area that starts to interpret what the words mean. And by the time it gets to your neocortex, which is your problem-solving part of your brain, that says, oh, yeah, that lady, it's not a big deal. That lady was just yelling at her kid to be safe crossing the street. I'm okay. But first, your body, your nervous system reacted to what? The tonality, not the words. The words came second. That's why tone, how you say something. Because I'll ask you this, have you ever wondered why salespeople selling the same thing to the same prospects, same type of prospects, using the same script, using the same price points, how do those salespeople get completely different results? It's how they say things. It's how they ask questions, the tonality, okay? So important, all right? If anybody tells you tonality is not important, that just means they just never sold at a high level. They just don't have the experience. You can go to acting school and the best acting trainers will tell you tonality, body language, like keeps people engaged or has them turn off the show if it's not there. Ask them how many advanced tonality courses have they taken? Probably none. The experts all agree. Your tone, body language, nonverbal, tonality, body language, that represents 70% of you making that deal. It's kind of important. So there's 5 types of tone that you definitely want to master. I'll write down a few of these here. The first one is more of a curious tone. Okay. Now, you don't want to come across like fake. You know, when you're learning something new, it takes a while. You have to really rehearse it. It's like you're like a young actor or actress. You go out to Hollywood and your first auditions kind of sound what? Kind of rehearsed, kind of fake. So you have to really practice these tones. You have to really be trained by somebody who's mastered it themselves, right? Because if it comes across like it's a technique, it seems kind of weird, right? Number 2, so curious tone is, and let's go back to curious tone is more used to like find out information. Oh, walk me through. What do you have now for XYZ? That's just a curious tone. I'm curious. I sound curious. Remember, the tone is how they interpret your intention behind everything you say and ask. So if you come across curious, they interpret that you are curious about that. That's why they're more than likely to open up, okay? Now, the other context